All right, we are live now. Thanks everybody for joining us. Just want to make sure that you are liking, reading, commenting on the space, and also well, not a space, but the stream. Also want to mention that anything that we discuss here today is not financial advice. We are just doing these sessions for educational purposes only and sharing what we are looking for potential trades and things like that for ourselves. And so we're not telling you to buy or sell anything here, just drawing a bunch of lines, doing some technical analysis, looking at the markets really, and for purely educational and fun purposes. So thank you for joining, and we'll go ahead and get started. How are you doing today, Bits?
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Just watching these markets, trying to figure out like what's more likely to happen here because I think we're coming up to just some very key level
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
here. So yeah,
absolutely. It was a really awesome price action today. We went as high
yes,
as 97.8. I mean, this was pretty much the um, price action that we were kind of anticipating, right? I
yep,
mean, this is happening
yep.
exactly like what we mentioned, and we've mentioned it for before all of these moves happened. And so it's really awesome to kind of see how everything is playing out the way it is. Hopefully, we hit this 200 EMA is really what I'm watching. It's still a very very dangerous pattern. Um, Anything is going to happen at any point, but January and February, I do believe that we will see some green price action, at least January, and we're seeing that, and hopefully it continues. So yeah, I'll let you go ahead and do your analysis here, but
Yeah, and I think we're about to find out. Like this, I was really thinking that that we could maybe push up a little bit higher. Like maybe even 115 somewhere in there for like that lower high bull trap or something like that. But I'm starting to think that this 100K level is absolutely the most important level that we're going to see here in the short term, but probably like the most important level, anyways, in the next couple months.
hmm
There's a lot of confluence to that 100K. I mean, even aside from just all the psychological, right? Like if you think of all the just the psychological reasons, 100K, nice round full whole number, 100K easy. It's also that big level that Bitcoiners talked about for a long time, getting BTC up to 100K plus. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. But there's also some interesting levels here in terms of like you've got this 12-month rolling volume weighted average up here right at 99 and a half roughly, right? And then above that you have the 6 month, but the yearly is right here. We're currently
hmm
above the quarterly, which is where we initially rejected from. But I think if we can sit here and consolidate a little bit, and then we can probably get that push up. This 100K is where I really want to be paying attention to what comes next. Um, we did touch. Someone pointed this out. I wasn't paying attention to it, but it seems that on a weekly chart here, and I'll clean it up a little bit. I'll remove some of the VWAPs so that we can see this a little easier. But we did hit the 50 weekly. Simple.
yeah,
Right? Like we
yep,
that's the perfect rejection right there, right off that 50 weekly. And a lot of people
hmm
talk about this, right? The 50 weekly EMA. I think this is
hmm
an EMA, right? Is it EMA or is it a simple? Let me check. No, it's an EMA. Yeah.
hmm
So the 50 exponential, we hit that pretty much exactly on the dot. Um, and that's a big deal. We're basically
hmm
uh, testing that from the underside there. Um, we do have the 21 right above that as well. The 21 weekly exponential is just slightly above that. So there's some key EMAs here on the weekly. Let's check the daily. See if there's any daily levels that maybe we need to watch. Let's turn on the rest of these. So you've got the daily. What is this one? That's the daily 200. Yeah, so you've got the daily 200 right at like 99.5 as well,
hmm hmm
right? So
That's
that
the one.
that
Yep.
lines up with the 12-month rolling. Um yeah, so there's, like I guess what I'm trying to say is like there's some interesting moving averages and um VWAPs and just different reasons to be paying attention to that 100K. Then on top of that, even just from like a structural perspective, that's a huge level as well. We're coming up into this big, I mean, you're basically at value area high right here. You can see here, let me hide this channel just to clean things up a little bit. But you can see here on the volume profile that really above like 98.5, this drops off massively, and you have this beautiful low volume node here that, the deepest part of it is right here, right at about 100K. That's going to be pretty interesting. So we're here, and you also notice that the color changes from like a gray to like a dark gray. That's also right there, that from basically value area to the high, above value area. So very, very interesting level here at about like 100K or so, right around there. Lots of reason to be looking at that. And then even just daily structure, you're coming up there into the underside of this little consolidation that we had here, was previously support over here, was resistance prior to that. So yeah, this area here, I mean, this 100K to, and I'm okay even saying 100 to 110K. Like all of this is going to be pretty important to see what BTC price action does there. I'm willing to bet you can actually put a daily channel that probably lines up there roughly. Let's find out. Like if you did something like that. Yeah, so see, same thing. If you're in a volatility range through a fib channel, like that's roughly up there at about 100K as well. Just a lot of confluence here as to why that level is going to be a big deal. And I think what's going to end up happening is this is that make or break moment for BTC, where either it's about to prove that the 4-year cycle is perfectly intact, that we did in fact top in October again, like we have, in previous cycles, and that we're potentially going, into a deeper correction than most people are willing to accept. Like we're either going to prove that out, or we're going to disprove it in a big way, which is, we could potentially be taking out the high again. Maybe changing what we consider to be that historical data finally. So I think it's a make or break moment for BTC, this 100K level. I think it's going to be a big deal. I think it's important that we're watching it and paying attention as to what happens there. Let's see how it plays out. But I do think it's a big deal. And the fact that even total crypto market cap is at like a big pivot area as well. Like that's going to matter. I've talked about this one numerous times, and it's, like, yes, it's technically slightly above the trend line right now, but it hasn't closed above it. We've still got some days to close above it. Can it reclaim that and make a push higher? Or is this the first time, over the last 2 years, basically, that we're going to fail to do that, and it's going to go lower, right? So yeah, who knows? And who knows how deep that would go, but definitely you'd be attacking some of these lows, I think, on the way down.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it'll be a big deal. It'll be a big deal.
I think this is exactly like how I was anticipating. But we also talked about bits during our, some of our last streams. This pattern is like mapped on my brain, because what usually it does is like this kind of a breakout. It's definitely going to go up a little bit here.
Yep.
And then it's gonna go up. Yep. It's gonna go up. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised even if it creates like a new high here, because that's the total crypto market cap, right? So even if BTC is kind of choppy, we could potentially see another big move on this one, and alts running a little bit more, and then it crashing. But this pattern I recognize, and I think it's gonna play out exactly how I'm anticipating. This is just gonna be the fourth move to the upside, really. That's usually how it plays out. And then the fifth turn is when you basically have a breakout to the downside. So this is a very, very, very strong pattern here. So yeah, depends on how, of course, this line holds here. And this is on weekly. As far as like the historical data, I agree with you 100%. I think this is going to be an important move for Bitcoin to watch. But then also, I'm pretty confident, like the way that yearly candle closed. I mean, those kind of yearly hammers, or I mean, a big bullish or bearish hammer like that is not going to turn into a bullish pattern, even if
No.
price goes up really, really high. Like even if it goes up to, let's say, 120, or somewhere like that. I don't think it's going to go that high, but even if it does, um, I would not be surprised. It's just going to be, basically just trapping as many longs as we can. Of course, unless it closes above the all-time highs and then it slightly changes the structure of the 4-year cycle. But yeah, I mean, if it does create new all-time highs and stays above it, that would be very, very fascinating. And of course, that's just going to be that. Okay, now what? I'm definitely out of the market 118 to 126, so that means I'll be looking for pullbacks at that point to position myself back into the game. I don't think we're going to get there, but again, do have a game plan in case that was to happen. I'm pretty confident in how the yearly chart is looking so far, though. It's like on point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty much what we talked about on like a macro scale. The day-to-day
Mhm.
stuff, that's been fun to trade and stuff, but overall if you zoom out, it's just doing what we've kind of expected it to do. So,
Mhm.
yeah, pretty in line. Um so let's see what happens. Let's see what happens the rest of this week. See if we get that 100K this week. I think there's also like a new moon on Sunday or Monday, and I know that there's a lot of people that follow that, and you do see some confluence sometimes where there's like cycle tops or bottoms, based on that. So there's something there. I'm still
Mhm.
watching this Monero chart just keep going higher. I've been waiting to take a short. Still hasn't really presented. It's too strong still way too strong. This thing is just ripping. This Monero trade is just absolutely ripping. Look at that. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is awesome.
So I'll keep watching it. I mean, as soon as we get a big red volume spike, though, I'm most definitely going to position for some downside. Yeah, everything else is pretty much the same that we've been kind of covering. Just waiting on BTC to make up its mind as to what it's going to do. The 4 hour is interesting here. Like I am kind of monitoring this 4 hour. If price comes back down, like it probably wouldn't close very nicely here in the next like 40 minutes.
Mhm.
But let's wait and see. Still has room to the upside.
Mhm.
The Zcash trade has been epic, by the way. You remember
Mhm.
got in down here on basically the FUD, and it's just absolutely been a moneymaker. So let's see if this one keeps going. I think it could still go a little bit higher, but it doesn't have to. But I already took some profit on it. I'm sitting comfortable in that one.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'll hand you the screen if you want to go over anything.
Yeah, I do actually want to go over a couple of things here. Let me get my screens up and running here. Oh, this is actually Chrome. Usually I have all of my screens up. Okay, let's see here. All right, I'm going to share my screen. All right, and here we are. Let me move this down right here. Okay. So for me, nothing has really changed on Bitcoin. I'm still watching the 100K level, right? This is going to be a key level for sure. This is like the death cross retest right now. That's what we normally anticipate every time there's a death cross. And so all of these EMAs, hopefully we do get retested, right? So we are going to go as high as possibly 100 or even a little bit above that 102K. Could come basically come up as high as this one right here, which is 103.5. That's going to be a pretty key level to me because of this price action right here. So this might be retested, but again, this is also a very, very important level right here, 99 to 100K. So it's going to be important to watch how we are doing. The other areas, of course, are like a lot of people, the way they trade, which is not something that I like to do because it's a very much a retail type pattern, is basically if we can get above this one right here. So basically creating a head and shoulder. So if this move was to happen, like if we go as high as this one, I can pretty much say that we are probably gonna trap a lot of short sellers here because this is a very clear head and shoulder move that retail traders like to trade a lot of. And so if we are coming up this high, then I do believe that this liquidity is going to be taken, like maybe inducing shorts here and then going up as high as this right here. This is a possibility because it will invalidate, take out all of the stops of everybody who was shorting right here, and then also inducing more long, right? Because if once you go above here, maybe even this high here, 116.7, people are going to naturally anticipate a new all-time high. So they're going to be buying here. Hey, we are above 110K. It's really staying above 110K very beautifully. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's definitely going to be two type of retail traders, right? So this is how you have to think of is what is retail going to do here? So the first thing that retail is going to do is they are going to be, if you go as high as this one right here, like 100K, they are likely not going to buy here unless you stay above 100K. So retail is not just going to buy 100K because a lot of retail traders also understand that 100K is a key level, and they will anticipate a rejection here as well. And so in that case, what is retail going to look for is 106K. And so 106K is another key level that they're going to look at because of the key structure, especially on the weekly chart, that basically started that the bear market to them is 106K level. Why? Because of this area here. So they would want the price to go above 106K a little bit to be able to buy, right? If it's staying above 100K, then they're going to be like, okay, now we are stable above 100K, stable above 106K, let's buy. And then this is going to be where a lot of people are going to be shorting as well, 110, 109K. And so to take these people out, the price could move up a little bit higher. So that's definitely a possibility. Now, it's not to say that it is absolutely 100% going to happen because 100K is a pretty big level, right? I just think that there's going to be some fake out at 100K just to trap traders on both sides. And so that is going to be an important key level to watch, but I'm not going to be looking to short right away. Like I want to see, I'm okay with waiting out. Like I said, monthly chart is very, very clear to me. And so when you're looking this high and you're going up to the monthly chart, you just have to remember what happened the last time. This is what I have in my mind, that 2 potentially green months. So I'm okay with waiting for this to play out. Like I'm not in a hurry to short in January because January is possibly going to close green and we are just mid-January. So why hurry? Like why not let it play out? Because it could do something like what it did, right? You price went up a little bit here to 46K and then closed at 43K. Am I just looking for like a 3 to 10K move? No, I'm looking to catch the entire downside. So for that reason, I am being extra patient here and very cautious. And also the reason why I'm not really going long either here, and this is something that I discussed in my group. I know there are a lot of day trade opportunities. There are a ton of opportunities like intraday, and those are great to take. My concern is that if I do take one of the long trades, there is also a potential for a black swan type event. Those are notorious for the bear market. So I'm okay with missing out on some of the moves. There's plenty of other like short cap um, plays out there. There are meme plays out there, things like that I'm focusing on right now on the side while I'm letting Bitcoin do its thing. So I'm just extra cautious right now. But this was actually a beautiful trade. I think some of you probably even took it out of in the London session. This was beautiful. This was like if I was awake, I probably would have even taken this one just intraday with a very, very tight stop loss. Remember also the thing about stop losses is that unless you are you're buying in the spot market. If you're just doing like leverage trading, you have to be cautious. In a black swan event, a lot of people, they don't get their stop loss, like it's not respected a lot of times. And I've been impacted by it like long time ago, not in the crypto world, and when I was doing forex, and this was like over a decade ago, and my stop loss was not respected. I had a really nice stop loss. My trade was in profit, and my entire account was blown, and it was bad. And so you have to be cautious of, like especially during the bull market or bear market or bear year. What I like to do is also like distribute the money, right? So don't put your entire whatever you are, even for the risk. Let's say you're only putting in 5% of your entire portfolio into a leverage account. I would put it even less than that, and just in case a black swan was to happen. So lots of concerns there that I have. So I'm definitely being cautious. But this was a beautiful trade. It took out the lows here, right out of this Asian session, right? A lot of times during Asian session, the price will come down to a key level. And so what also happens is that I would not have taken this trade, because if you see what I always say, no retest of this. And so I would have just let it run. And even this one, I probably would have taken it right here, somewhere maybe here, or taken a breakout right here, putting like a stop order, which it would have hit and ran. So this was a pretty nice trade. And then of course now for intraday, if I was day trading, what I would be looking for is maybe a pattern out of today's New York session to see how it plays out. This one actually, if you guys remember, I talk about this kind of pattern quite a bit. And it was funny yesterday, Bits, when you did mention something like literally like maybe an hour before this move happened, that you would
Yeah.
not the price. It was so funny. I shared it in the group as well. Your tweet came right on time, and then boom, this move happened. But this candle was also like, what I call the raw candle, and then after that you have a little bit of a retracement. And
Yep.
so oftentimes price would come down as low as this, take out the lows here. It did not in this case. But yeah, I did not short this move, but I was thinking about shorting it. I was like, nah, let's just wait. Let's stick to the plan, and I'm okay with that. So it's kind of funny. I'm not in taking many trades right now, just waiting for it to kind of create that setup that I really want to see, and then we are gonna go ham on that one for sure.
Yeah, I definitely still think it looks like it wants to go up a little bit
Hmm.
higher. So that 100K is kind of where I'd be looking. I think there was an opportunity that candle that you were just talking about, that it could
Hmm.
have been a trap candle, right? It could have trapped some traders there
Yes.
because of the
Yes.
wick. And then you did
Hmm.
see some of the signs that you typically get, where like the session that opens after that just kind of goes sideways and doesn't exceed that. So you kind of
Hmm.
had some of the signs there. I took a small feeler position at about I don't know what it was at. It was like at 90, probably about close to 96, but it was like maybe 95.8 or something like that. I opened something up with an invalidation right above the top of that wick. Obviously that got
Hmm.
taken out, and it's like, all right, cool. So we're still looking strong to the upside. I'm going to hold on to the long positions that I have open. We're going to let this keep running. But yeah, after a move like that above a key area, rejecting off of a VWAP, like there was some mechanical reasons why I wanted to kind of open up a hedge just in case. So I did take
Hmm.
that, but yeah, it did get stopped. And so far, we're still going higher. I still think that looks fine. Um, Soul is another one that I've really been watching here. So, I don't know if you've
Hmm.
looked at Solana recently, or if you have any kind of takes on Solana, but I've been really following Soul, just because it's one that's kind of struggling. It's struggling to get above the December highs. It's
Hmm.
just kind of going flat there. Like it really does not want to go above 145 ish, 146,
Hmm.
147. Maybe it's gonna pop all of a sudden, and it's just gonna
Yeah.
god candle up to like 160, 170, right? Like that could certainly happen. Um,
Hmm.
but
It's playing out exactly how we said, though. Like, remember, we
yeah,
drew
yeah.
it
Oh, I
somewhere
know.
here, right?
Oh, I know. Yeah.
From here to here, then it went like this, and it's doing exactly how we drew it. Like people
Yep.
would
No.
say, it's lines don't work, but we drew the whole pattern, and it's working out beautifully. But yeah, I think it's gonna go up a little bit higher. here for sure. How high? Obviously, 160 will be great, but really anything in between these, I think this is where it's going to end. And it's
Right.
showing us some weakness. So this
It
is going to
is.
be really awesome. But yeah, it's Solana is absolutely crushing it because a lot of memes, of course, the pump.fun memes, anime memes, and all of the new what do you call it? All of the new narratives come out of Solana nowadays too. So
Mhm.
yeah, you have to be cautious to like take your profits as you go into those, and 2x take your initials out, and then basically you're just playing on the house money, and then that's fine. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, lots of great stuff here. For Solana, definitely, this area here, 156 to about 160. We'll see. Anything above that is definitely a bonus if we get there, but I don't think it's gonna get too far above, because really this is retail driven too, right? It's really purely based
Mhm.
off of the meme coin and everything that's happening. Let's see what Ethereum is doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I-
all the alts are kind of lagging. The majors, at least, are kind of lagging a little bit. They're just not.
They are lagging a little bit,
They're
yeah.
not fully like mirroring Bitcoin's strength right here. So that's another reason I'm kind of like expecting, like waiting for that 100K level to see what's going to happen there. Um, yeah, ETH is trying to pump right now. It's trying to get a little bit going here. Soul's
Oh
trying
my
as
God,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Soul's trying as
Look at
well.
this. Yeah. Yeah. Also not moving because Bitcoin dominance. I mean, look at this chart, bits. This is
Yeah,
absolutely ridiculously bullish right now. So BTC dominance not falling
yeah,
is going to impact the way that alts move. This is
yeah.
exactly why. So where is this heading? My goodness, bits,
Up
where is this
there.
heading? Look,
Yeah,
look at this one. This is
60% plus. Yeah.
yeah, 60% plus is pretty much a given here. I mean, wow. This is incredible. We're definitely heading up here, high of the previous month, and then we see how it reacts here. But this is bullish. I mean, yeah. Sorry for the all season bros. This is not good for
That's so funny.
not good for us, right? We want to have the all season. This is exactly why, like, we're not seeing it um, as much as we want to. So no, this is crazy, man.
Give me a sec because my dog is losing its mind. I'm gonna go see what the heck it's barking at really quickly. I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and give me 1 second, and I'm gonna stop this one, and I'm gonna share another window here because I do want to talk about some of the small cap play that we are in. So we'll get into those here in a second. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. All right, Dex Screener, our baby for the time being, while we are um, playing some of these markets during the bear market, right? Or during the pull to the upside for a little bit. We don't know how long it's going to last, but while it lasts, definitely a lot of plays here. So let's take a look at Angel. I did a
I'm back, by the way.
live stream. Hey, welcome back, Bits. So I did a stream yesterday with, I sat down with Pawan and Bill Inman, and definitely encourage everybody who's here today to go in and take a look at that stream. Maybe watch it if you can entirely, just to kind of see what the potential is for this one. So Pawan, who is the CEO of Sunwest Mortgage Company, it's actually a um, pretty major company, pretty major company. So definitely I would say take a look at that one, and see what it's worth. It's a major multi-billion-dollar corporation. Okay. And so Pawan was on the call with me because Angel AI is Pawan's baby. Angel Token tokenizes Angel AI app. And so what I would say is that definitely take a look at that one. We have Pawan confirmed that at some point, even to apply for a mortgage through Angel AI, you will need Angel tokens to kind of do certain processes, which is the strongest utility that you could think of right now. I mean, it cannot get stronger than that. So definitely encourage you to take a look at it. I mean, it is creating a pretty nice bullish pattern on the chart. I'm not gonna tell you to buy or sell or anything here. This is not what we are here for. I'm just calling out the key levels, but then also just the fundamentals. Like if you're buying this, only buy it for the utility reason. Um, not like it's not. Pawan has very clearly said it's not a trading instrument. It's not a, an investment instrument. It's a utility token. So we're going to keep that in mind. But definitely take a look at that recap. Watch it if you can, and see how strong the utility is going to be for Angel. So I'm definitely bullish on this one. This is one of my holdings that I'm taking with me into the bear market. I'm okay with holding it for many, 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 many years. It's going to be a long-term play, like the longest term play. This is not going to be something that is going to be abandoned, or Pawan does not need to have a crypto token to run his operations. Angel AI app itself has over $110 billion in valuation already, and they are building this Angel token, and I think it's going to be phenomenal. So definitely encourage you to take a look at this one. Technically, it's everything is lining up correctly. To me, it's pretty bullish overall, and they're also coming up with a lot of other ecosystem tokens. And so those ecosystem tokens will have Angel as liquidity. So there's going to be liquidity buybacks and things like that. So I think this is phenomenal. I mean, I cannot wait for it to get where it needs to get so that I can come back to it and we can talk about it. I think it's an incredible project to be a part of, incredible ecosystem to be a part of. So this one, let's look at FKH, which is Bits of Wealth, baby, really. He's the one who told me about it. Bits, what do you think? You think it's going to hold this level?
Well, I can tell you that I would not be surprised if it wants to sweep that 2.5 mil.
Okay.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. But I below that, I think is very would just signal that maybe something's broken. So it'd have to be a quick sweep. I wouldn't want to see it spend a lot of time. But if it went below that structure to the left, that was somewhere between that 13 and 19. I don't know what day exactly it was, right? But you have that 2.5. It's slightly below 2.5. So if it made a quick move down there to 2 to 2.5 mil or somewhere in there, I think it'd be worth paying attention to. But I didn't like that Darth Maul candle that it did the other day, where it kind of went, and that was right after we got positioned at the lows. I bought some at 4 mil, maybe even a little below 4 mil, and then it just went all the way back up over 10, and then it just sold off epic. So was a crazy move. Yeah, that one. Yep.
Yeah.
So
No,
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not seeing like an easy trade like I did the last 2 times in terms of like a quick flip on it. So I'm probably a little less interested until I see some kind of big liquidity move or something.
yeah. Paul has been making some moves as well. Let's see. Oh, this is not the right chart for Paul. Let me see if I can find the right one here.
I will say though, like the horse memes,
Mhm.
people are saying I haven't verified this myself, but people are saying it's like the year of the horse. Is that like a Chinese year thing or something like that? But it's like the year of the horse.
Oh,
So there could be some horse memes. I don't know. It might be worth looking for horse memes themselves, right? Like paying attention to that. So
yeah. Man, I can't find the Paul ETH chart. Let's see where it is. This one? Yeah, this one. Okay. This had a little bit of an upside. I'd be cautious with this one. Also, like I know we all love Paul AI, but this is like what it's been doing is it's in a clear downtrend here pretty much. And so obviously there's a big push coming. So maybe we could get up as high as 40 to 50 mil. It would be really awesome if we can get up to 60 mil here. But yeah, a lot of people are posting about it. Some major KOLs are also pushing it. And so but this is actually, they have a good product and everything, but again, bear markets are coming, and so with them the utility isn't there yet that I would like to see. So being cautious with this one for sure, but for intraday level there could be some place for this one. I think their team is going to launch another coin very soon as well, so that would be a good one to keep an eye on. I think it's called it's going to be some sort of a betting market play, so that's something that I'm keeping an eye on as well. Let's see here. Oh no, it's not this one, sorry. It is Twin, which I've been covering quite a bit as well. 676K. This is again, kind of holding this level here. And this is another play that I'm super bullish on, just because this is really a company kind of similar to what we have with Angel AI. Pawan did mention yesterday, I think it has processed over $30 billion already. Angel AI has processed $30 billion plus in mortgage applications already. And so it's a big deal. And Twin is partnered with Angel. So that's something to keep an eye on, because Angel moves. That also definitely helps Twin, because Twin is the one that is providing the vault for Angel Twin for Angel AI app. So these two are definitely going to be I'm most bullish on these two. Tiers, I've been talking about it quite a bit, covering it quite a bit. This is where I was calling the bottom. It worked out pretty good, 500 to 600K so far, holding well. Would love for this to push up to 10 and above. I think this might actually cross the all-time highs, or not the all-time highs here. Of course, those are like way, way high. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets there, but this one definitely, I think we are going to get above this one, based on what the team is planning on doing. So we'll see how this one plays out. These are same really. Alpha Meta, another one, they are going to be launching their first project very, very soon. It's holding really well also. Let's see, now Dex Screener doesn't like me bits. Remember, we moved from Dex Tools to Dex Screener, and now Dex Screener is doing this.
I blame your internet.
Yeah, my internet has been really, really crazy today. Okay, so we're sitting at about 5.6 mil. Let's see if we can get above 10 here very soon on Alpha Meta as well. But this was a beautiful, beautiful 3.8 was the one that Bits called, and it hit really, really close to that, and we reversed after that. And look at it. I mean, it's been incredible if you position there. So this is the one. And then, of course, in our group, a lot of good plays were called out by Nida. She's been absolutely crushing it. There was one that was shared yesterday. Can't remember how much it did. I think it was well over 10x on that one too. There were some AI focused plays. Aika, AIKA was the one that was called out yesterday, super early. Let's see. It has come down a little bit. But yeah, my goodness, it went all the way up to about 180 mil market cap. This was incredible. And this was called at around, I think, under 200K, if I'm not mistaken. And so this was
Whoa.
a pretty big move. Yeah. Anime is picking up. The problem is like finding the good ones, because most of the plays are going to be farms. And so if you could find a good one that holds, then you're good to go. But all the other ones, like you look at all of these.
Yeah.
I mean, just coming up with so many of these farms, people just like to farm for some reason. It's really sad to kind of watch, because some of them do have a potential to run really high. But of course, if you're a serial farmer, I guess, and scammer, then no one can stop you. That's what you're addicted to. You're just addicted to farming. You're just addicted to scamming people. I'll tell you though, this kind of money is not going to last with you for very long. If there's
Yeah.
any scammer or farmer listening to this stream, I know you have better things to do, like scamming people and those things. But if you are here by any chance and you're doing this, remember, this money is not going to stay with you. So might as well do the right thing and create good projects and stick to those and stop scamming people. And so many scams the last few days that I'm watching, is just crazy to see those. But yeah, anything else, Bits, that you want to add?
I bought more chart guy. I bought a little bit more chart guy.
Chart
Still-
guy.
Still accumulating some chart guy. Yeah, mainly because the tools that are going to come out of this ecosystem are going to be pretty good. And there could be a requirement, to hold some chart guy to fully utilize the tools. Like there's probably going to be a free tier for most of them, like where you can just use them as a regular person. But yeah, I think if you're holding a little bit of chart guy, it might give you some better access or better utility on some of the tools that are coming. And it's just going to be chart guy tools. It's going to be stuff for chart guys, like different ways to look at charts, different ways to kind of get some alpha from the meme market or from altcoin market, stuff like that. So be pretty cool. But yeah, this is just basically going sideways. It's not, I don't know that I'd call it super bullish, but I wouldn't call it super bearish. It's just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, no, chart guy looks definitely cool.
Yeah.
I also want to bring up Fetch USD. there will actually be a stream that I'm doing on Fetch AI tomorrow. So definitely be on a lookout for that. There's going to be a live stream and a giveaway that is tied to it as well. So if you love giveaways, definitely take a look. But Fetch AI, I did position myself here between 19 and 20 cents, and so this is still kind of ranging. I would love for it to kind of break out of this range to see if we can move a little bit higher here. But I have a position in Fetch, and there's going to be a giveaway in Fetch. So hopefully some of you are able to win. This is going to be for Fetch AI. Their ASI1 app is what we're going to be reviewing. So definitely want to make sure that you guys are able to download the app, play with it. There's going to be some fun that we will be doing with that app. And I'm excited to kind of sit down with some of the other KOLs and talk about how they're using the app. It's a pretty incredible app. And remember, I've been in this ecosystem, like ASI ecosystem, for a very, very long time. Twin Protocol was actually part of that. And like I've been with Twin Team for well over 2 years now. And so there is definitely a lot of stuff that's happening in the ASI Singularity Net ecosystem. And the strongest project that has come out of Singularity Net, in my opinion, is that Twin Protocol. It's a phenomenal project to be a part of, and also be part of the ecosystem and creating your twins and all of that. It's really neat. And definitely take a look at Fetch ASI1 app. It's incredible to download. Angel app as well. We talked about it quite a bit yesterday. And definitely the stream that I did where I sat down with Bill and Pawan to talk about Angel, it's worth watching because it's going to give you a lot of alpha. So that's what it is. And Bits just gave us alpha on Chart Guy. I mean, these Chart Guy is definitely another project that I'm bullish on based on the tools that they're going to be coming out with, especially if they are able to turn that into a stronger utility project. That's going to be pretty phenomenal. Like automation, maybe some automated bots for trading, things like that are going to be super bullish for that community. So definitely accumulating Chart Guy while it's down and see where it
That's
goes.
what
It
I'm
is
doing.
ranging for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get as much of it as I can below 100K. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely doing that. And I know the project team's also accumulating to put it into the treasury right now. So they're taking advantage of buying with that with the dev wallet and putting a lot of Chart Guy into the treasury just to build up the treasury reserves for that. So because that'll be stuff that'll be used for growing the community, rewarding people, paying content creators, because the content creator and the creator network is a big part of this project. So think of all the people like us that are streaming charts, right? Like there'll be
Yeah.
ways to compensate those people, to incentivize those people, to help those people. It's a
Mm-hmm.
huge part of the Chart Guy project. So it's
Yeah.
stuff for chart guys built by chart guys. Like it's exactly that. Like it's very simple. So
Yeah. No, absolutely. So definitely watching this level right here, which I did mention on Reply Guy. Sorry, not Reply Guy, but Reply Corp.
Reply Corp, yeah.
But Reply Corp.
Almost there.
It's there. Reply Corp, I will say though, everybody who's in Reply are basically Reply guys, just like the Chart guys, right? We are Chart guys, and anyone who's part of the Reply Corp ecosystem are Reply guys, and so they are doing absolutely phenomenal. Jordan is someone who does welcome, like unlike other crypto projects, Jordan actually likes it when we do TA on his chart. He absolutely loves it. So
Nice.
definitely this is a level that we are watching on Reply Corp. What are the other levels here? Let's see. I'm gonna do the classic bits of wealth move right here. So
Yeah,
let's
that makes
see.
sense. Right under that swing at about like 2 mil. That'd be worth
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah. Let's see. Need to have that. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, this
Yeah,
is
under there. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is going to be pretty major level, 1.5 to 2 mil. If we can get there, will be good accumulation. And yeah, I think this is incredible. Also, remember we are dealing with the regular market cap, not like FTV here. So FTV is going to be still pretty high.
Right.
But yeah, this is going to be a key level for sure. So let's get it down into this area here, hopefully, and this will be an opportunity. So
Look up
oh,
Banker, BNKR. I don't have a position yet. I need to do a little bit more looking at this, but yeah, this is one of the
this one.
chart guys. Yeah, this is one of the chart guys holders, and they have a really cool bot that it works through X. Like for example, like let's say you have a Banker bot wallet and I have a Banker bot wallet. I can literally just make a post anywhere on X and say, "Hey, send Banker bot, send Lady Trader, 50 USDC or whatever," and it'll automatically do it through X, which is really, really cool. So
Hmm.
I need to dig a little bit more. It's pulled back. It's kind of starting to head back up. I mean, I might be paying attention here for a pivot at some point here, see if we can't send it back above 60. I think if it maybe gave one more pullback below 20 mil, I might
Mhm.
be paying attention for sure.
Yeah.
But it is running into some of that structure to the left right there, like at 30. So but yeah, this one's doing some cool stuff. This is doing some really cool stuff. I was impressed with that bot that they have. I was like, ooh, that is some cool stuff.
Yeah. So is this by the same team as Chart Guy?
No, but the guy who deployed this is a chart guy holder. He bought some, and the team is setting up the Banker bot to be able to use it to reward people. So it'll kind of be tied in with that whole ecosystem. Yeah, but they're separate projects.
Okay. Well, that's good. At least we have some good whales that are, you know,
Yes.
if the
Yes.
deployer is in there, yeah, that's pretty awesome actually. Good
Yeah,
for
and
Chart
this
Guy
and
to
this guy's
split.
a dev. He's a real dev. He's actually building stuff in the space. So he saw Chart Guy early on and he picks him up. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. So really, that's what we have for today. Anything else that you want to cover, Bates?
No, I'm just waiting for freaking XMR, man. I want that thing to roll over, but it's still pushing. And then just being patient here with BTC. Gonna let BTC keep pushing up, watching Soul, um, letting Zcash keep running. I did make some moves on like the stocks side. So
Okay.
funny enough, I bought some MSTR. Bought a little bit of Roblox and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of diversifying a little bit, but I'm ready. I'm ready for some moves here in the next probably the next week or two. Nah, I don't care if it means that I'm shorting crypto, longing stocks, and whatever else happens. But
Hmm.
yeah, look at DRB, says Amp. Look at DRB. It's related to Banker and Grok. Okay, let's check it out. This might be some alpha here. DRB. Debt relief bot. Ooh, okay,
Is that
interesting.
the one?
I guess. Yeah, yeah, let's click on that one.
Oh, okay. It looks like Banker Bot. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. All right. I mean, it's had a big move. I don't know that I'm ready to ape up here. It's almost 30 mil market cap.
Maybe a move. Maybe here, maybe here.
Yeah, probably there. Yeah, something like that.
Mhm.
I'd have to
Oh,
go.
this is
I need
really.
to. I need to go look into this one though. But if it's related to Banker, then it's actually doing some kind of utility. Then so
Hmm. Hmm.
and
This
Grok.
is
How is it related to Grok? Amp, if you don't mind.
created by Grok.
Created
Or
by
create
Grok. What? What do you mean created by Grok?
like maybe code was created by Grok. AMP, is that what it is? I'll have to take
Shoot,
a look
I'm
at
gonna
it.
have to do some more work. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some more work on this one.
Yeah.
But
Let's
BankerBot is
see.
cool. BankerBot is definitely worth doing the research on Banker for sure. If Elon
Oh,
ever
okay.
mentions it, it will send. That is a good point. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good point.
yeah, that's very interesting. Okay. Elon doesn't have the kind of buying power he had like back in 2021.
That's
Man, like
true.
you could
No.
$1 billion market cap. Like where did all those memes go? Why we did
Yeah.
not have a nice $1 billion meme this time, like in the last few months, which is annoying. Like we want to see more of those kind of memes coming out no matter the market condition. But because there's so
Ledger's
many
getting a
farmer
pump. Look at that.
Ledger is getting a pump. Yes, Ledger
If
is
it breaks out of this structure and then comes back and sits on that as support, it's gonna send.
Yeah. No, this is gonna send because their team is fantastic. It has a lot of like, unfortunately, it had a lot of pre-sale holders that have lettuce hands,
Did that
and so
recent
we need
low? Did that recent low
yeah,
go below the previous low, or did it come
slightly,
right to it? It's like
slightly.
yeah, it kind of
Yeah,
bottomed
it
at the
was slightly
same.
below. See, like slightly
Mm,
lower.
I mean, so if this thing swept all the lows one more time,
Mm-hmm.
like that's a buy I don't want to miss.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna have to set some limit buys down there. If it's on ETH, yes, it is. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And probably some alerts. Yeah, if this thing were to take those lows out, like I want to make sure I'm picking up a piece because that's gonna be a heck of a buy below that.
Mm-hmm.
What is that in terms of market cap? That would be what, like 900K?
No, I don't think it's gonna be 900K. I don't think it went that far. Let me see. I think it went. It's the FTV is 3.3.
Oh, okay. So it'd be under
One.
2 mil, like 1.9
Mm-hmm.
mil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
if it were to sweep that, I mean that is a buying opportunity for me, so I will take it. It did, I mean, it went slightly below it, but
It did slightly below, yeah. It did go
yeah.
slightly below that. And this was like, I know this team, they are the hardware that they're building. Man, this hardware is going to be deployed in so many hospitals and also at some point school districts, which was actually the school
Mm,
district idea was totally, it was something that is so near and dear to my heart. It was actually my idea because of school shootings and things that happen. And I think AI could really save lives there. And so there's going to be some use cases for Aura Vision that is basically their hardware device for Ledger AI. I think it's a pretty phenomenal project. It's only a matter of time that other like major people find out about it. I think we are early. It's just that of course the markets are pretty awful. But this is going to be a utility coin as well. Like this, they are building utility. So anyone who buys the device are going to have to buy credit. Credits are going to be tied to Ledger token, and they're also doing their Series A right now on the equity side. I would not be surprised to even see a Ledger at some point having an IPO, like much
mm,
later, like a decade from now. But yeah, 5 to 10 years outlook for this. It's another good one to have. And the CEO of Ledger AI, Paul, he actually sold his previous company to FTX for $300 million. So the guy knows what he's doing. Like
interesting.
he's an OG to crypto. Yeah. So, and what an exit. I mean, imagine selling your company to FTX for 300 million.
Right before
And
FTX collapses.
yeah, it was way before FTX collapsed, right? Like
I
years
know, I'm
before
joking.
FTX collapsed. But I mean, still, hey, the guy got what he needed from a
Yes.
company that's no longer in business. So Paul is definitely a very, very smart fellow. Like even, and I'll also tell you, Telegram as a whole is pretty much dead right now. The Telegram scene is dead, minus like meme coins, but meme coins also
Right.
have activity for a very short time. Mostly Telegram is dead, but Ledger Telegram is super active. So if you want to check out and talk to some really smart people, go to Telegram. Their CEO, the guy that
Hmm.
I just talked about, Paul Cho, is actually in Telegram. Their bot is in Telegram, Aura Vision. So just go and check it out. Talk to the bot, talk to the CEO. There's some very, very smart people in Ledger AI chat. So yeah.
Cool.
Grok hold over 1 million in its wallet. Okay, so
But is that because they
Amp,
sent it to Grok, or is that because Grok actually created it and bought it, or like how does that work? Yeah, you're gonna have to DM me all these details, Amp. We're gonna need to know everything that you
yeah,
know about this thing.
yes. Yeah, so this is very interesting. DRB. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, Amp. Thanks for bringing it up. And yeah, this is what happens, right? A lot of times teams just send the tokens over
Yeah.
to somebody and then they say so and so holds it. It's like, yeah, they didn't buy it, but you gifted it to
Maybe what we
them.
need to do though is then send some chart guide tokens to this Grok wallet here too.
Yeah, yeah.
We could say Grok's holding chart guy. Grok's a chart guy.
Yes. Grok is a chart. Collecting fees in Ethereum. Oh, wow. Okay.
Huh.
Interesting. Oh, this is good. See, this is why we need like everybody who's joining the stream, make sure that you tell us about some of these projects so we can take a look
Yeah.
at it live and we can do some analysis on it and talk about it. Yeah, that's the best way
you should be
to.
bringing us the alpha, not the other way around.
Exactly.
We're here to
Okay.
receive the alpha.
Yes, yes. Well, and then we can do our analysis on the alpha, right? And
Yeah, exactly.
absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely give us like we are like two of us, we can't find everything in the world that's happening. So we definitely need community members to jump in, send us the alpha that you have. Let's hear about it. Let's hear your picks as well. So
Yes.
okay.
Ooh, so already has sent some chart guy. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's see what happens. I'm gonna do some research. All I know is there's some cool stuff coming for chart guy, so I'm buying, and I'm excited to share some of those tools once they're ready to kind of like show off a little bit. Again,
Mhm.
I think I'll bring them up here with Lady Trader, and we'll kind of like debut some of the stuff maybe a little bit on a future
Yes.
stream. So
Yes.
that'll be cool, you know.
Absolutely. And this indicator is absolutely awesome as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to be bringing Ash up
Yes.
here one of these days. We could have like a nice little training session with him where we go over the indicator, see how he uses it. He's also created a couple of really awesome tutorial videos on, how to do it, but I think it's going to be really awesome to do a live session with him and learn from him as well. So I'm excited for that. Um, I love everything that Ash does, whenever he's doing TA because it resonates with me using market maker method. And I'm sure with you as well, like Bates, he talks
Yep.
about liquidity grab and everything.
Yeah, our styles are a little different, but we have a lot of overlap
Hmm.
in certain areas. Yeah. So yeah, he's a great dude.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Anything else, Bates? Looks like
Yeah. No, I think
Bitcoin is
that's it.
kind of hanging out here.
It's just going sideways. Yeah. I mean, and it might just kind of chop and do nothing until end of US, and then we'll see if I mean yesterday's big pump came right before like right at the end. So, maybe we
Hmm.
get another repeat where we kind of just go sideways, and then the last 15 minutes or something like that, last 5 minutes, you get a big move in some direction. Maybe we get another repeat of that. So, but yeah, it's probably going to be
Hmm.
flat until then. So we've got some downtime. Go out, touch grass. I'm probably going to go out and get some fresh air as well, and hang out with the kids and stuff. And then tonight we're back at it again, watching the Asia Open and seeing what happens, and we'll keep going.
Hmm. Are you doing the Asian session trading today, Bits, later today?
Yeah, I'll be back online same time, 7 p.m. Eastern. So I'll jump
Perfect.
back on a stream. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm a little worried because I've got some sick I don't know if it's like allergies or what, but some of the kids have been like having the sniffles and stuff. And today I'm like a little bit congested. I'm like, like please don't be the flu or something like that, because I know stuff's going around. I'm like, just don't do it.
Hmm.
I cannot
Yeah.
afford it right now. It's like I need to be like, this is where we're about to make some moves in the market. I need to be at 100% operational capacity.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. This is starting to look like a topping pattern though, Bits, to me. Like
I
I've
know.
seen something like this happening, then
I
this,
know.
and then like a multi-day, multi-session M pattern that
I know.
then so
It, it,
tonight
it,
might
it could be. And I mean, again, like we're at what, 97 and change, like one last, even from here, one last like leg up to 99 and a half or somewhere just shy of 100K. And then
Mhm.
it could roll. It really could.
Yeah. See what quarterly is doing because we are supposed to close the quarter green, hopefully. Maybe a little bit
It
like right
probably
here.
will. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a red quarter after that. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be hard to invalidate the. Well, I mean, not anything's possible. You got over 2 months left, but we're
Mhm.
pretty, we're pretty up off the quarterly open. But let's see.
Yeah. Just be
Yeah, that
cautious of this
looks.
candle. This candle is not bullish. I saw Joe posted something about this, and I'm like, Joe, like, can't you see this candle? This is not
Yeah.
bullish. He was basically calling it a
What,
very bullish
what's
chart.
what's the high? What's the high of the green candle? Not the reversal one, but the green one. That right there, the
This
high of
one
that wick.
is going to be that same like the 108.2. I think this is
Okay.
the shoulder
Yeah.
or of the head and shoulder.
Yeah. So
So
I would say like as long as we're below that,
mhm,
and we don't get a close above that, right? Like it's the likelihood of this ending up a big time red red 12-month candle is still very, very high.
oh
You'd
yeah,
have to
yeah.
be significantly above that 108, I think, to invalidate that potential. But below that,
Mhm.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
we
not
could
looking
go
good.
as high as we could even go up as high as here. I would say, 119, 120 even, and
Yeah.
I still wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be like, oh, we are gonna, the year is still gonna close red, and that's what I think at the end of the day that we should be
Yeah.
worried about. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna go much higher. But let's see. I mean, even 100K is a major level. Going above that is gonna be interesting. But again, if it does create that head and shoulder, remember what Bit said. What happens after head and shoulder? You have knees and toes after that. So
Knees and toes are
right
way
here,
down there. Oh yeah.
right here, knees and toes.
So yeah, I
All
mean this
right.
can do anything, but yeah, like a lot of times these 3 candle reversals on a high time frame like this, this third candle, if it doesn't exceed the high of that first candle, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
be a very bearish outcome. So yeah, 108.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what happens. If we can't get above 108, like let's say we reject this week or next week
Mm-hmm.
off of 100K and we reject hard, we'll come back to this 12-month view because it's gonna look ugly.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna
Or that-
probably like engulf this entire green
That's what I'm
candle.
kind of saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
Yes.
saying. Yep.
This is gonna be a very classic move, and then it's gonna
It's
be
gonna look
very
like a BART,
difficult.
it's just gonna be all the way back down. It's gonna look scary.
Yeah, it's gonna be very scary. Nobody's gonna even touch it when they see that because that means Bitcoin is over. It's done. It's dead. It's going to zero because that's what this chart is gonna tell you.
Yeah.
But we're gonna make a bottom somewhere and hopefully move up after that. So, but yeah,
Hey,
this is not
Ash is
looking
in
good
the
at all.
chat. What's up, Ash? Got your ledger on standby, he says. Funny guy.
Ash got his Ledger. Are you talking about Ledger token or are you talking about Ledger hardware device?
Oh, I think he's talking about the hardware
Hardware wallet.
device. Yeah.
Man, I
For
have Ledger.
for the moves that we're talking about, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, yeah. I have a Ledger Nano that or two of these
No.
devices. One of them actually, so I had like a backup that I did on two devices,
No.
and one of them actually ended up dying. So I have my seed, of course, but yeah, it's not fun.
Have you ever checked out Keystone? Keystone wallets?
I have not. I need to.
I'll send you
I
the details, and I got a guy who's a friend who's an ambassador for Keystone. He can
okay.
probably get you like a discount code or heck, he might be able to even get you one for free if you're willing to like review it. So
Okay. I'm so
yeah.
cautious on hardware wallets though. They scare the heck out of me. Even Ledger.
Yeah. No, this one looks pretty cool because it's actually using air gap technology. So you basically get like a little device that looks like a smartphone, and
Okay.
all the signing takes place on device, even if it connects via Bluetooth or wirelessly to whatever. So yeah, Ash, you have a Keystone as well, yeah. But it does
Mm-hmm.
replace your ledger. Yeah, I'd say like the ones I've seen that I think would be the ones worth looking at today if you're not already in the hardware wallet game, because I've got a ledger as well, is definitely Keystone, and then the other one is oh shoot, I just went blank. Tangem, Tangem, Tangem wallet.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other one I'd look. And I also know a guy who's close to that project as well, and that's how I heard of Tangem wallet, because they were doing like events and doing a bunch of stuff to kind of get the word out. And then a friend of mine was at one of these events and talked to the team, and he was pretty
Mm-hmm.
impressed. And then he got me the info, and it's like, all right, cool. I like what they're doing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Ash said he also had the screen is going for Ledger. Yeah, I had the same issue with the screen on Ledger.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was a neat stream. Again, just watching.
Yeah, just kind of chill, just waiting for the market. We're not really trying to force anything. We're just observing today, it feels like.
Yeah, yeah. Cannot wait to get into the time again when we had like pretty much every day we were catching trades
A
left and
trade
right.
every single, yeah.
Every single day, every single live stream we were catching trades. And so We need to get back to
and
that.
good trades, good trades.
Very good trades. Yes, yes, yes. So hopefully this we get some more trades. How are you doing during Asian session? Are you catching a lot of trades live bits, or is it kind of like this as
Some,
well? Like,
yeah, no, there's been some. Everything's still kind of short lived though. Like it's not
mm-hmm,
like the ones that are running. You have to be willing to hold them. Like that Zcash trade that I took, right? I
mm-hmm,
mean, um, I think I got that one in like at 380 somewhere in there. And it's been a hold. Like I've had to sit there and just let that thing play out for a week or so or something like that. But
mm-hmm,
some of the other ones are just quick, man. They're just quick scalps off of like a range high to the middle of the range, something like that. So yeah, Asia's funny because like a lot of times it depends how you go into Asia, meaning like what did you do during the gap session, right?
mm-hmm,
And but there's like I feel like a lot of the trades that I was taking for a little while, I was getting my entry like around the middle towards the end of Asia, like definitely before UK. And then I was
mm-hmm.
going to bed and then I was waking up right before the US session. So I'd basically go to bed right before UK and then I'd wake up during the handoff of UK to US and then I'd take like my profit at that time. So this week it's not been the case. This week it's kind of been all over the place, but last night, for example, you did get the low during the Asia session, right? So you put in a low during the Asia session, and
Mm-hmm.
UK did not exceed that. UK session actually stayed above that. So if you would have taken that low, it didn't have like massive volume or anything that was like signaling to me like that it was a super strong move, but the level where it was at, probably would have been a good entry. I didn't take that entry, but it
Mm-hmm.
held, and we're now continuing to push up. So yeah, maybe what we'll do is on the next stream that we do, like maybe Monday or depending on what we're doing, I guess on FOMO Friday. Do you think you're gonna have a full panel for Friday, or do you know what that's looking like yet?
Yeah, I mean, it's a small panel still, so
Okay.
we can still get a lot of stuff done.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say maybe depending on how the market's looking by then, like maybe what we do is we just go through that and even do a little bit of like session analysis, like really quickly of like what sessions this week were the like the ones that gave the setups, or something like that. So I'll do some homework on it and
Mm-hmm.
maybe we can bring something to kind of share with you guys.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There were definitely some intraday and intra session setups that were pretty
Yeah.
neat, especially off of the EMAs, like price coming back down to this major EMA here,
Hmm.
100 EMA, and then retracing. Like this was definitely a move to take. And so, yeah, even
Yeah.
like a breakout here, right? This is going to be very similar here for the breakout here, maybe. So we'll see.
Yeah, there's been a
Huh.
lot of continuation plays for these that are like moving up like that are trending. You can get the quick little pivots of just a break above a prior high and then it pulls back to like a FEG or something, puts in a higher
Mm-hmm.
low and then keeps going, and you just kind of get those little 1-to-1 or 2-to-1 type trades that they're not like the best trades. They're not my favorite trades, but they are quick scalps, quick little day trades you can take.
Yeah, this is like what I would encourage everyone to watch. It's going to play out something like this right here too. So we had a few weeks of move to the upside. So we are coming up with that. I would say maybe one more week, but after that, things are gonna get
One thing I
kind of
did
shaky.
notice,
Uh-huh.
so that low right there that we put in April of this year, like March, April, right? That little consolidation at the lows from
Mm-hmm.
earlier in the year. No, from last year. Sorry, last year. Um,
Okay.
that
This one.
was that was about 50 to 52 weeks, and then it broke out. We hit
Mm-hmm.
52, or sorry, it might have been, was it 52 weeks or 52 days? I think it's 52 days, but we hit that exact same. Yeah, sorry, 52 days. I don't know why I'm saying 52 weeks. 52 days. We hit that exact 52 days yesterday, I think, or the day before, right before this breakout. So interestingly enough, it's like you had even a similar time to put in like a bottom. And you remember we talked a lot about this, that like
Oh yes.
Bitcoin has never put in like a one candle bottom. It always takes weeks to do it, and it has multiple, like we talked about that at length. So it's funny that it
Mhm.
was about the same. It was like 50 to 52 days to put in that bottom before it moved up. So Yeah, I found
Yeah,
that
yeah.
interesting.
No, absolutely. There was something that you were pretty much like hammering on every single day, and it
Yeah,
was so important to bring up because people they think somehow you're gonna miss out on the move,
yeah.
and it's like no,
Well,
it's just
they try and create this like this FOMO panic in people, right? Like,
Mhm.
but it's I don't know. I haven't really had great experiences myself where panicking into a position made me a lot of money. I can't think of a single one actually.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Also, I would call out the this pattern. I'm comparing it a lot to this pattern here
No,
than this one, and the reason why is because look at this one. It did not take the liquidity to the low,
true.
just
Yeah,
just like how it did here,
that
right?
one
So it
did.
had a
Yeah.
very similar pattern here.
It's like you're
Then this
repeating both of
pattern
those bottoms. You're repeating both of those
exactly
bottoms.
repeating
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
because this one looked exactly like this or
And
very,
I
very
bet you they
similar.
were similar lengths too. I bet you if you measure the ones from 2021, those were probably 50 days or so from start to finish, roughly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it looks like it, right? And so you had this one here,
hmm
and now you're creating this one here. So I would not be too excited because remember, this also did not take the lows here. It's very identical to this, in my opinion, and not this. So this is what gives you a new all-time high. This is what gives you a new all-time high. This pattern does not give you a new all-time high. The liquidity is
no.
not taken. This pattern
Yeah.
is gonna fool you, and then it's gonna crush you. So be cautious with this one. That's how at least I'm watching it. So let's see.
And none of
We'll be
those
very.
bottoms were 1 week bottoms. Like,
They were not
you
one
know
week
what
one.
I mean? None of them
Not
were
1 week
1 week
one.
candles. They all took a while.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So and the strongest ones are like multiple lows when it
Yes.
creates multiple lows, which
Yes.
it did
Yes.
not here. Because remember what I said, standing on one leg. Like imagine
Yeah.
this one. You had a big reversal here. And then everybody looks at this candle going, whoa,
Yep.
look at this one. This is a pin to the bottom. This is it. A
hmm
new all-time high buy here. And what Bits is saying, no, 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 it takes multiple weeks, so wait and be patient. And for sure, it actually even took out the lows of this one. Imagine everybody who got the generational entry here buying, generational entry was actually here, right? And they bought it here. And
Yeah.
then boom, they got crushed and had their stop losses taken. So yeah, and this was not standing on one leg either. This is like your one leg, which I always say whenever you have a one leg, you're only going to stand for so long. This is very weak pattern. So this was a weak pattern. This was a weak pattern. And this weak pattern still has to be taken like this one. So we'll watch how it plays out over the next few weeks. Let's see. Also, incremental update for the indicator coming out this week to tweak some of the week open, how, etc. lines based
Nice.
on some good feedback from the community. That's awesome, Ash. I'm going to have a wish list as well for you to work on. I definitely have a wish list. Maybe adding even, like events such as Bitcoin halving, which, we are going to get another indicator for that. Those are maybe good to have. Yeah, quarterly open. I think open is another one that we see, but quarterly open would be another one to maybe add to this. And also previous week's open is another one I have on my list, like previous week's open.
I want you to add
Because
30-second liquidation levels, Ash. I need the 30-second chart because I can't wait 5 minutes. I need the 30 seconds instantly. And
Yeah.
what else do I need? I need the Wyckoff. I definitely need the Wyckoff on there. And I'll send you a list of stuff that I need, man.
Yeah, we will definitely be sending you the list for sure. It's gonna be fun.
Too much alpha
All
at the
right.
30-second levels. You gotta pay more. That's the premium plus.
Absolutely. And Ash,
Hilarious.
you need to come up here and do a session with us too. We
Yeah.
need to schedule that, like a tutorial for this indicator. I'm absolutely loving it. It's so awesome. Makes it so easy to do a quick analysis. And yeah, I
Yes.
mean, look at this one right here too on the
Yeah.
weekly. Man, like
Oh, yeah.
shorting this one. That would be so awesome. And just holding it. And we were actually short 116.
Yep.
And it's just that I exited a lot earlier than I should have.
Me
But
too.
again, taking profits is important in the market. So there's that. All right. Anything else, Bits, before we wrap up? I think we had a
It's
good
been a good
session.
session. Yeah, it was a good one.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining. Make sure that you are tuning in tomorrow for Fetch AI ASI 1 review that we will be doing. There's a giveaway that's going to be coming up
Nice.
as well. So I'm excited for that. And have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you again soon.
See you guys.
Thanks, Bit.
Thanks. Yep.